And welcome to the pregame show, the Broome Coaches Corner pregame show. We're joined by Broome head football coach Lynn Fleming. Well, coach, it's hard to believe, but we're going into the final regular season game of the season now.
So. We are. It's hard to believe it's got here this fast. It's been a kind of a strange and unusual year. And here we are. So it's been a good week of practice. Of course, we had 2 days off school this week, and the guys have shown up, done a good job, and we're ready to roll this week.
How has the morale been? I know you've run into some tough luck the last couple of weeks and all there, but how has the response been to the players here with the playoffs just around the corner?
Yeah, well, with the most part, considering the situation we're in, our guys have done a good job and really worked hard. They come to practice and come to work, and like I said, most of them have come to practice and come to work and done a really good job for us. And and I think that showed last week. I think we played hard last week. Our guys are playing hard. We just got to get us something to get us over that edge, and we have another opportunity that this week. I thought we played well the first half last week, and we did exactly what we couldn't do the second half. We're looking forward to this week, just continue to get better. And, the thing is, you're in the playoffs, and, that's all you need to be, to give you a chance is to be in the playoffs. So, we're there. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to get better this week, playing a good Woodruff team. And, looking forward to the first round of the playoffs as well.
Your first half, like you mentioned there in the game last week, offensively, first drive of the game, you couldn't have asked for better execution. You did a good job of not only running the ball, but throwing the ball, but again, calling plays. That had to, that's got to be a play caller's dream right there, to be able to mix it up like that and to be successful both ways.
Yeah, and and that's what we have to be. Our early downs have to be good. Our third downs have to be manageable. We just can't get in third and long situations. And, in the first half the other night, I thought we did a good job of that. So we just have to continue to build on that. And, and instead of getting the 2 or 3 drives, we're having some long drives at, 12, 14 plays. And, sometimes we're not finishing with points. We just got to figure out a way to do that and finish those drives. And I think these guys continue to get better every week. We just have to continue to be consistent and again, stay ahead of the sticks on offense. And I think that gives us a chance, and that's the strength of what we do.
You got to be pleased too. Going into the season, there was question marks at the running back position. And you put a young man over there who really is not in varsity level, had never played there before, and he's responded now. Went over 1,000 yards rushing in the last game, Taekwon Booker, and I think now it's got over 1,100 yards rushing there. So that's got to be a pleasant surprise for the season so far.
He has. He's really grown in our offense, and it's very, our offense is very predicated on the running back doing his job, whether it be in protection, whether it be at route running, whether it be in the different design run plays we have. He has to be good and understand exactly where the blocking's going to be, where the pressure may come from. And and Taekwon's getting better at that every week. He's accepted that challenge from day one, and he wants to continue to get better, and he has. Because it's that's a tough role in our offense to play, and because it has to be so versatile. And he's done a really good job embracing that. So we're happy for him. He's had a very good year for us, and good thing is we got him back next year.
And quarterback position, I noticed that Jameson seemed to be really aggressive, looking for the run, not hesitant, and seemed to have given you some last game, something that have not really seen a whole lot of this year, that he was more looked like in an attack mode back there.
Yeah, he's settled in. He continues to get better each game. We just continue to push him. He's had a little nagging injury that's kind of held him back. He's a better runner than what he's done. We had to we turned the punting over to Braden just because of his quad bothering him so much. So we tried to trying to keep him healthy as we can, and him playing every week. But he's getting healthy. I think that's that's healing up some, and I think some signs of what his potential is with his feet showed last week.
Speaking of Braden right there, that he comes up with another big game and was I guess we'll say a semifinalist for Offensive Player of the Week, but continues to do a good job in the receiving job. And, we've been kidding and all about his special teams, about the possibility of winning a Player of the Week with special teams, but again, did a great job on the kickoff return that was almost coast to coast.
Yeah, he and Brain's one of those. He's a guy that when we go on the field Friday night, people gonna know where he's at. Still to come up with the number of balls that he does, and still have an opportunity to get the ball to him is great. But special teams is, not like I said, not only he has a kickoff return for 97 yards, he's also our punter, and he's done a really good job with that as well. We kind of thrown him into several different roles, and he just embraces it and goes with it, and he just loves to play.
What Centurion fans don't realize too, and I've been kind of sitting, waiting, and watching, anticipating too, with him being the punter, he's also the backup quarterback. That gives you an option there if you ever got a look or something of them not responding to him, that he actually could throw the ball and do some things back there. Punting too.
And we worked early, on a little rugby punt where we kind of got him off the edge a little bit, and gave him an opportunity to run, and now we got him settled back in. He's getting comfortable punting the football, and he's doing a good job there for us. But yeah, he's already. I think he's already thrown a couple touchdown passes, from the receiver position. So he brings a lot of different factors to the table.
Jumping over to defense now, your defensive player of the game was a guy who really his first couple of years on the varsity was more of an impact player on offense, and that's Bradley over there on Grayson there, but he's had to kind of shift over where you needed him this year to do a lot more things on defense. What did you see in his play Friday night?
Just how he played. He just got after, very physical, wants to be around the football. Grayson is one that's that's really grown up for us tremendously. He's played primarily receiver, and he's done an outstanding job for us at that position. And this year we put him on offense. Hadn't factored in a whole bunch on offense, but this year, he kind of turned it on. He wanted to play defense. He hadn't factored that much on defense, I should say. But this year he wants to play wherever he can, and he's done a really good job of going out and being consistent for us on the defensive side of the ball. We've kind of shifted back and forth between a 3-man and 4-man front, and we have that 3-man front. He's a linebacker that goes in there and plays for us, and he's a little light in the pants, but he brings everything he has every time the ball snaps. So he's done a really good job for us.
And speaking of him, I guess I first noticed him in games against this week's opponent, both his sophomore year and junior year, that he had some huge games and wins over Woodruff the last couple of years there on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he has. I think he has a little extra motivation in the Woodruff game, and that gets him going. But he's had the last couple of years he's had some good games against Woodruff, and hopefully continue that this year.
All right, we're getting to our game with Woodruff tonight. This is a team, in my opinion, has been the surprise team in the upper state. Was not expecting a whole lot out of them. They have been down the last couple of years, but they're 2 points away from being undefeated right now.
Yeah, they've done. Coach Long, he's done a really good job over there. We knew. We figured coming back this year they were going to be a pretty good football team because they were very young last year and returned about everybody. Their quarterback has done a great job of running the offense, managing it. They have a running back that's a good player. They have a tight end that's got several offers. they have some pieces of the puzzle that are good, and they do a good job of getting the ball in people's hands and mixing it up, and you know, they've been very consistent on offense for what they do. You know, they just you know, they put together a lot of long drives, and again, just they've been very disciplined and very consistent.
How balanced have they been on offense? Is it pretty much pass run, or have they been strong in one of those areas?
They want to establish the run. Like I said, running back's a good player, but you know, they're fairly balanced in what they do. You know, they want to establish the run by being balanced, throwing the football. You know, they do a good job with quick game. They do a good job with screens. You know, so they're going. You know, they take shots on early downs. So you know, they're very balanced with what they do. But you know, they're bread and butter when it all matters. I think they're going to run the football.
Okay, defensively, the Woodruff always been known for being a very physical team, but what do you see from their defense?
Same, they're going to be a 3-4. You know, there's going to be a lot of too high. They run, you know, a lot of robber coverage as well. So, you know, throwing the football, we're going to have to be aware of safeties. You know, defensive ends or outside linebackers, rather, going to be fairly tight to the box. You know, they want to stop the run. You know, that's kind of their mentality. They want to stop the run, and they're gonna rally to the football when you throw it out wide. So I expect to see that tomorrow night. You know, when we line up, and I expect that to kind of be their same philosophy.
Special teams, it seems like they always come up with a kicker who can kick them from anywhere on the field. What does their special teams look like?
Yeah, they have a good kicker. He's got a strong leg. You know, kicking off, you know, the one thing about, you know, the kickoff thing, he pretty much places it where they want it. You know, so he does a good job of that. He's not a guy that's going to kick in the end zone, but like I said, he can, you know, they can give him a area where to kick the football, and he does a good job of doing that. So, you know, they're just very sound on special teams, you know, punt game, return game, you know, just very sound in what they do.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what the playoff scenarios look like. That Centurions are in the playoffs, but what's it kind of looking like where the Centurions are going to play the first playoff game?
Well, it looks like we're going to go to Powdersville, which is a familiar team. It seems like we play them. You know, it's been a couple times we played them twice a year. You know, and I know we played them in the playoffs at least twice since I've been here. So, you know, it's a team we're very familiar with. It's a stadium we're very familiar with. You know, we played them earlier in the year, and you know, thought we had a pretty good game plan against them then. You know, and so you know, we're excited about that opportunity. You know, they're Coach Muster and those guys do a great job, solid, well coached. You know, so but you know, we like the matchup, and you know, we look forward to winning the football game, get better this week, and carrying that over into the playoffs.
What are our keys to the game for this week?
You know, again, it's kind of like it's been every week for us. Offensively, we just have to finish. You know, there's so many times we get the ball inside the 10, get the ball inside the 5-yard line, and we don't score. So, you know, we just got to find a way to manage to get the ball in the end zone, to get those points on the board. And that's been a difference in 2 or 3 of our games. Has been those drive. We had, like I said, 14-play drive, get it down inside, we just can't finish. So, just need to finish. You know, offensively, again, just need to. We can't put ourselves in third and long situation. You know, we just need to stay ahead of the down marker on first and second down. Give us a manageable third down. You know, and defensively, we just need to play assignment football. You know, we just need to. You know, I think we have a good game plan going in. You know, we just need to stay with a game plan and understand that, you know, things are going to happen. They're going to make some plays. They're a good football team. You know, we just have to regroup and you know, but just stay on assignment, play assignment football, and we have a chance to make those tackles, make sure we get plenty of hats to the ball.
Well, good luck tonight. We'll look forward to talking to you after the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.